All right, welcome everybody back to back to Truth Be Told. We're glad, yeah, a little mix up right there. But anyway, we're glad that you guys are still with us. Not a long conversation here regarding human trafficking in general. Talking about some things with Ali Carter, addressing some of the things that we're looking at in the background. We're going to go into some more stuff here in the second segment. Miracle Sims and Brittany, I believe, is on with us tonight. Ali will be joining us here shortly as well. We're going to continue to go on. We got some things that Beverly and I we're going to reveal a couple of things here shortly that just so you guys see that there are people that are confirming things that Ali is saying, and it's pretty incredible, to be honest with you. When you look at things, Beverly, I don't know about you, but when I'm looking at all of the contacts that we're getting through emails, through instant messages on social media, and all of this, there's opposition. There's also people who question authenticity, but the outpouring, however, of the support behind it, the people that do believe it, far exceeds that. And I think that that's a good testament to the direction that Ali has been going for some time. When you have a lot of people, and it's not just like, oh well, this is isolated to like America, Texas or Tennessee or California. I'm getting stuff worldwide. I'm getting stuff from Spain. I'm getting stuff from Ireland. I'm getting stuff from Australia. I'm getting stuff from the United Kingdom, from Germany, from Russia. It's incredible. This isn't just isolated to right here. This is a worldwide issue, Beverly.
Right, right. And we've had a lot of victims that have contacted as well, saying, I was Ali. I was there. I know this is real because I went through this. As a matter of fact, New Year's Eve night, I spent hours on the phone with a young lady that was a victim, and she spoke with me in great lengths about it, and heart wrenching. It broke my heart to hear the things that she was telling me that she went through. But what she said is she went from being a victim to seeing Ali and becoming a survivor. And that's a big thing.
Right. I think that there's something also that I would just like to say also on here, and I would agree with some of the opposition that there's an element of people that grift off of this kind of thing, and it would make people think that, oh well, these people, this is bullcrap. It's just somebody trend surfing. If anybody knows anything about this organization, I am far from a trend surfer. I always try to stay way ahead of the curve. I don't jump on the trends. In fact, I think you need to follow a 48-hour rule with any kind of news comes out to verify before you're jumping on these things. That's why people look so stupid on social media. But there is an element that what I was talking about earlier, why I backed off 10 years ago, and I've been doing this off and on. I didn't want to be part of that thing. I didn't want to be seen as that guy, because you see these people jump onto that sort of thing, and they use it, and they use the victims, and they use these people for views and clicks and to make money. And then they also use discrediting them as well and shaming them for views and clicks and credit and cash, because we got this social media world that actually, X is one of the major ones, that benefits plagiarism, that benefits to be able to get on there and mock the trends in order to stay on top, because the AI and the algorithms put them up there, and they think, and many of them will think that they're doing a good thing. They think that they're on top. They think that they're getting that viewership, but that's not the case. And that's why you got to go back in here and you got to spend the time to sit and listen to the people and to dig into what people are saying. And that's what we're saying here tonight as we move forward, going in deeper into this.
Right, right. And there's not one thing that Ali has said to me that I have not dug to to verify to make sure it was the facts as well. I'm not just going to take somebody's story for, you know, value unless I know for a fact it happens. I'm not that kind of person. Um, too many crooked people in the world for you to just take something at face value like that. So everything is verifiable with her.
Right. And I'll be honest with you, I have seen um, over and over again as we've gone through this that more and more is getting verified. And as I stated earlier, it's also verifying other things that I have been investigating. That I think that this is going to turn into something um, very wide open, especially when you're talking about the failure of the Trump DOJ and the failure of all of these people to, and just to be clear with everybody, a, I am a Trump
Ears ringing? This means you're losing your memories every month. So if you're suffering from tinnitus, I'm going to tell you.
supporter, but you got to criticize where criticism is due. And, and I've covered that here time and time again with experts, not just on this program, but other ones. There's an abject failure in there. And that's because you have put a bunch of people, I think, that are influencers themselves inside of this organization, that they're not prepared to deal with what they've seen here. And therefore, they don't want to handle it, because when you start hearing things like, oh, well, I need to protect such and such, you've already lost that battle. And this is a time now, this is what we're talking about. And that's what I'm saying here is this is going to be blown wide open this year, because the floodgates are open here. People are sick and tired of seeing their kids disappear. They're sick and tired of 30-year-old women coming out, and then you find out that they've been that they've been passed around as sexual objects since they were freaking 9 or 10 years old. And this is this thing is this is the year I think that that's going to crumble down completely, for sure.
Hopefully, prayerfully.
Yeah, for sure. Let me go to this real quick, and then we'll be bringing everybody on. Guys, one more sponsor here. I'll tell you that you hear me rail against Big Pharma quite often, because Big Pharma is long been keeping you in a thing called sick care. You hear even Dr. Mark Sher would say that if you go and you watch everything when he's there with us every 2 weeks on Battlefront Frontline. But Big Pharma is they're about making the money. They got to keep you sick, and we got to think that there was a time period when we did have medicine that worked, and that medicine wasn't, out there in pill forms and all of this stuff. We got it naturally. God put things on the earth for us to be able to have. He developed this so that we could be able to cure ourselves of these ailments. In fact, the medicines that you take from Big Pharma are the new medicine. There's a time and a place for some of that. But however, why is it that when you get a thing like B17 and Laetrile, that they want to tell you that you can't take it? When you start to have evidence that actually people coming out and saying that they were taking Laetrile and getting treated with amygdalin and B17, eating apricot seeds, and cured terminal stage 4 cancers. Why is it that they went after a doctor back in the 60s and destroyed his life, his organization, when he cured a nurse's sister using B17, Laetrile, and amygdalin? And the Kaiser Institute couldn't find the cancer in her anymore after she went back. So they went and they stole all of his documents, Dr. Robertson's documents, stole all of his licenses, put him in jail, put his nurses in jail, lost his practice, his medical license, ended up dying later on during a routine surgery, and caused him to lose his life. But still, thousands and thousands of patients he treated with this natural thing called Laetrile. So, I'm just not telling you that this is going to do something for you. You need to go check everything and verify it for yourself. How can you do that? Go to rncstore.com/battle, rncstore.com/battle. You can check out the Better Raw apricot seeds containing B17. You can check out the story of Dr. Robertson and his son running that institute there, the nutritional center, so that you can start to take these. You're seeing people taking these, and it's causing their immune systems and all other ailments to go away. It's incredible what happens here by just eating 3 seeds a day and increasing it. Some people eat 50 seeds a day of this stuff. And I'm telling you, they even start when they're toddlers doing this. You're going to hear things that said to you, oh, this is poison. Is it poison? Because they used to tell us tomatoes were poison. They tell you so much things are poison, and then you go and you take it and you find out it wasn't. Well, go see it for yourself. Don't take my word for it. rncstore.com/battle. Use the code BATTLE when you get there, and you can get those for 10% off right now. Go check it out. So let's go ahead without any further ado and bring everybody else on. We're going to bring Miracle back on, Brittany back on real quick before we get Allie on here. Ladies, welcome back to the program. It's really, really good conversation that we've having tonight. I think that it's been very productive.
I can't wait to see what's going on, man. I know the people over at GSL have been, I guess on pins and needles about, the announcement. I'm like, hey, y'all probably couldn't come to GSL, but y'all was welcome to come here. I guess those people outside. So, I would love to look. Did some of them come through? Look, we got some, I mean, we got some, some proof on their end, because I done seen all kinds of stuff on this side. So
For sure.
I am ready.
Do you want to do that first, or do you want to bring Allie on before while we do that, Beverly?
Oh, we could bring Allie on. I think she probably needs that.
Come on, sister friend.
Hi. Hi guys. Woo, it's been good so far. Thank y'all so much for everything. Thank you, Miracle. Thank you, Brittany, for being here and for giving y'all testimony too. And Dustin and Beverly, words thank you is an understatement. Thank you so much.
My pleasure. So Beverly, you want to go ahead and let's get started on that.
Let me catch my breath here first. She made me get all of my emotions there for a second. Sorry.
I love you so much, guys. Thank you so much, all of you. I know I said, Beverly, I said I love you and I appreciate you, and people went at you. And I do. I love you because I know that you guys are fighting for not just me, but for every child, and for every child that never had a parent, never had a sister, never had a brother, never had an uncle, never had someone in their life to say, hey, I'm looking out for you. Hey, I will fight for you. I will stand here without shaking. I don't care what anybody has to say to me. I don't care what anybody has to do to me. I will be here no matter what. That's why I love and appreciate not just all of you, but the team that is behind everything and all the investigations and everything going on behalf of all victims. Thank you. Thank you, all of you. And everybody for being here. Hey, everybody. I can't see anything, but hey, everybody.
Thank you, Allie. You started this.
I know.
Accidentally, but we're here now.
Yeah, accidentally on purpose. It's great. So thank you all so much. I'm ready for what's next.
Okay. Hey, Beverly, do you have that email up? I'm going to throw it up on the screen, and if you want to read that for us, you got it?
Oh, God. I don't know if my eyes are good enough to read that.
But if not, I can read it. I can do it.
Yeah, we'll let you do that because my eyes are not that
well,
good.
my pleasure then.
I have no glasses on.
Okay, so I'm going to read an email real quick. This comes from somebody who is from Allie's past. This one actually came up within the last week. We've had, like I said, we had a lot of people come on, and they started verifying things. They also started, we've had opposition. They showed their case. They showed that some of these things, and that's why we go and we read that and we take it and then we weigh it against all of the other evidence that we get. But this one right here, we're not going to say the name of the person because they asked not to, but they wanted us to share this letter, this email that they sent to us. So I'm going to go ahead and throw this up on the screen. In fact, I don't even think Allie's even seen this letter, but this is somebody from your past. And I think that it goes to show more evidence of what you've been saying. And I think that it's very important that we show stuff like this. So let me get this up real quick. All right. So everyone, if you can look on this screen right here, you will be able to see this email. I don't know if any of you guys can read this, but I'll go ahead and I will put this email up up for everybody to see. I'll throw us there at the bottom so everybody can be seen right here. So Dustin and Beverly, I watched your podcast with Allie Carter a few nights ago, and it has taken me several days to gather the courage to write this.
You're not a child, you're a man. So stop wearing so many layers to go outside and get the bearskin.
I failed this young lady in the past, an incredibly painful truth to admit, and I refuse to fail her again. I was on the administrative staff at a school in California when Tori Outlaw was a student there, and I want to share my firsthand account. Many times, Tori and her siblings were the quiet concern of the staff. Conversations whispered in the break rooms and offices as we noticed signs that pointed toward possible abuse at home. We questioned daily how to respond and what the right thing to do was. Tori was an exceptional student. She worked tirelessly, always striving to do her best. Her kindness surpassed that of most teenagers. She reached out to help others, especially those who were overlooked or struggling. Yet behind her gentle heart, there was a silent pain that showed in her eyes. She often appeared with unexplained bruises, and she and her siblings frequently came to school unprepared, lacking basic materials. Tori, the one I interacted with the most, was constantly exhausted, falling asleep in class more times than I can count. Truancy was a recurring issue as she missed many days or was taken out early without warning. One day stands out clearly in my memory. Tori had missed the morning but was brought in later by Miss Outlaw. If I recall correctly, it was in the afternoon. That day, several staff members and I witnessed a level of aggression from her mother that we had only suspected before. Then, in the office, she displayed behavior toward her own daughter that was sexually inappropriate and deeply disturbing. We were shocked. We had seen enough. Authorities were called immediately, and an ambulance took Tori to a mental health facility for her own protection. We hoped that this would be a turning point for her. Tragically, it wasn't. Uh, the Rhonda became hostile, contacting the school and causing such disruption that many of us who tried to help were eventually terminated. The pressure grew so intense that some of us regretfully stepped back, not because we didn't care, but because we truly didn't know what else to do. I have carried the sorrow of not doing more every single day since. If I could go back and do it over, I would make different choices. I cannot change the past, but I can choose what I do from this point forward. I am joining the fight for Allie and for every child who has ever stood alone in the ring. From the depths of my soul, I am sorry. And today, I make a promise. I will forever fight for those who cannot yet use their own voice. So, I'm not putting any names out there of the person there. Of course, she did mention LaRonda. The only reason that I read the name is just because it's in the email. Normally, I would have probably redacted that just because she's not on the program. She can't defend herself, which is, in fairness. However, everything that Allie, you have been saying was verified here. And, I think that this is somebody from your past. Obviously, Beverly and I have contact information with this person that, this somebody wants to join you, but verified everything that you've been saying to this point when you had people that were saying otherwise. And I think that this was an important letter that was sent to us, just came within the last week. And we've contacted this person. Beverly's still speaking with all of them. But here you go. I mean, what else can we say at this point now? I mean, you literally have somebody who watched you go through what you did, counted about your siblings. I'm at a loss for words on it, to be honest with you. I mean, it was pretty clear right there. Verifies much of what you've said, as if what you wasn't saying was true. But this is a personal account from somebody, and we have the name back then. It's a pretty incredible development, I think, honestly. So.
Are you okay?
Oh, okay. uh, um, I know who that is. I think I know who that is. I know exactly what school that is. It's on Nason Street in Moreno Valley, California. I know where that is. I remember that time. That was the last time that I seen who I call that creature. That was the last time that I seen her at 14 and a half. I was being brutalized by so many different people. I remember that day because I said I can't do this anymore, and the school knew what was going on. Um, I remember the principal, the vice principal, getting involved and telling me that, hey, what's going on? There's a lot of people that are able to pull strings, and there are a lot of people able to shut this down. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna call 911, because I was saying I want to die. I can't. There's nothing that there's no one that's going to help me. Um, so they put me on a gurney. They strapped me down. They told me, we're not strapping you down because of what's going on. We know you're okay. We got to get you past this creature and the people that are trying to hurt you. And the only way that we can do that is by wheeling you out through an ambulance. From there, they took me to a mental hospital. I stayed in that mental hospital for over a month. And from there, I went to foster care. I remember that. I just, to that teacher, thank you. I remember that. I remember being able to sleep in her class. I remember her at one point passing me because she knew that if I didn't, even though I didn't know what was going on in school because I was barely there, I remember her giving me a grade on a test that I did not deserve because it would have stopped a beating and a rape that went on in my closet every other night. So I'm trying to hold it together. I can barely breathe right now, but thank you. Thank you. Thank you is not enough. Thank you. Thank you so much.
I agree. So I also have, I don't know if, are you able to handle another one? Can you,
Yes,
are you
but
able?
before we go on, may I say something? It
Yeah.
takes a lot. It takes a lot to not just get one person fired, but can we stop for a second and think what it would take to get multiple people fired, multiple people silenced, multiple people shut down, multiple people to back away? Do you guys understand that to say that one person to be threatened and back up from their job as a mandated reporter, she said
Yes.
multiple people. So for multiple people to be fired, for multiple people to know the truth but not be able to do anything about it because they're going to get shut down, and for multiple people to try and then receive that type of backlash to all be fired, there's more to the story.
I think that's a, excuse me. You guys bear with me, still getting over sick. But that's actually that's very profound, Allie, that because that's one thing that I caught in the email, that it wasn't just this one person that backed down, but it took multiple people that went after this. And it's the law that teachers have to turn this in. And you listen to this teacher, as this person was saying this, that they were looking at a way to go about it. And it seems to me that they were looking at a way to go about it that other people didn't get hurt in the process, to be able to do this in the right way.
Right.
Because it seems to me it wasn't like, because you get teachers, and this is, from my experience on the other side of things, that they jump on this to take somebody out. And innocent people get blamed for things they didn't do. And this was especially rampant in the 90s. And, but
Mix cinnamon with oats. Gym trainers don't want you to know this because many say it could help you lose up.
this one didn't want to go and try and destroy a bunch of other people on the other end, but they did it, and they went to this and they fought for it, but then they get fired. And then it's like these people were made examples of, that you keep doing this, it's your ass, Mr. Postman.
Yep.
And you're not going to be able to step forward. This is what these people do.
Yeah.
Is
And
that
everybody's so worried about the elite, but you should be more worried about right here, your teachers that were supposed, their job, that was their duty.
Right. But that's what they do, is even the people that are mandated, Allie, that have to do this, it's the law, they get made an example of for doing it when it's
Mm-hmm.
actually something
Right.
true. And
Right.
that's what they want. They want every one of us who's sitting here right now and other people who are watching, keep your mouth shut. If you see something, walk the other way. That's what they want you to do. Because, guys, you can walk out into the street right stinking now, even here in Red County where I live, and it goes on. And you can't, and you see it happen. And they don't want you to do anything about it. They want to put you in jail. They want you to lose your job. They want you to just let them do business as usual. And that right here confirms everything that you've been saying to this point. I went through this. I got taken away. They took me away and put all of this stuff. She confirmed much right there. And that there's more to that. That's just one email, honestly. So, I think that, that's what's a very big testament. What you're saying here is, um, don't stop fighting,
No.
because you never know who's going to come out. And, I don't know if you're ready for the next one. I have a voicemail from somebody that confirms seeing you back then in 2011, Beverly, I believe it
Yes.
was.
2011.
Um,
Yeah.
I don't know if you can you handle that. I don't want to just throw something on you. All right.
I'm ready. And before you, that one I don't know anything about this, but 2011, I just want to verify a timeline for those who are watching and may not know me. Um, my mom was able to gain custody from Child Protective Services in the middle of 2011. Before that, I was 17, and at 16 years old, I AWOL'd from Child Protective Services. So please stay with me on this timeline, because I know it's a bit confusing. We're touching so many different subjects, but please stay with me. 16 years old or 15 years old, all of this stuff was going on. 16 years old, I AWOL'd. I ran away from Riverside County Child Protective Services custody because they wouldn't help me. And they were also a part of it. So when I left, I was gone for a year, and then I came back when I realized I need help. I need help. And there was no way that I could do it on my own. Staying different places, sleeping in playgrounds, eating out of trash cans sometimes when I didn't have the money or the balls to steal from a store to get food. I did what I had to do until I couldn't do it anymore. And then I came back to Child Protective Services custody at 17 and a half. They told me, we will put you back in a group home in Harupa Valley, California, just for a little bit while we do the fingerprints and what's needed for your mom to be able to have you in her home. And it's called a SILP placement. Um, a nephron placement in California. They told me, give us a second to get that fingerprinting and such ready. For 6 months, I think about 6 months, I stayed in a group home, where, again, I met a family of pimps. This was a son that I met at my continuation school that brought me home to his mom and his dad, and they were doing things to me, and then they sold me. I again called my social workers and said, these people are going to kill me. I need you to help me. And in that time, I still went through things. So when you mentioned 2011, I just wanted to make sure everybody had that timeline correct, because I don't want people to think I was with Shelly Carter, my mother. I want you guys to know that I was still in foster care custody. But thank you for letting me say that part.
Sure, for sure. All right, here we go. Let's do this one.
Hello, my brother, his name is Chris. He worked for Leslie Wexner, did the Victoria's Secret stores, and designed the temple that's on Little St. James. My brother died in 2017. Heart attack, imagine that. When Allie Carter says that she was somewhere, you really ought to pay attention. I saw her on St. Thomas, the island of St. Thomas, the gateway to Little St. James. in 2011. She was with a very prominent rapper. We'll call him Big Homie. You'll figure out who that is from that nickname. But he's going to have serious problems coming up. I'd be happy to testify for her. And that's all. People need to believe her. Satanic ritual abuse is a real thing. I'm writing a book about it. Volumes 2 and 3 are coming. Will be on this platform.
So basically, this guy, Chris, emailed us, I guess a week ago, it might have been this week, but he detailed, I don't have the email up here, but he detailed seeing you there during that time period with the rapper. And he didn't give his last name, but he's got a book out on Amazon for people to go and buy. Well, Doctor was one of the traffic people. This same guy here in this email said that you kept him from being trafficked because you whispered with your mouth while you were with those people for him not to come over. And because of that, he got away. But his brother did not. And that was on that island that he mentioned right there during that time period. So he's one of the people that has come out and has not come out publicly until the last few weeks. So that's because you came out with more information still doing this, Allie. So I don't know if you remember who that is, but he just recently contacted us, and I think that's more verification of what you were saying there in your timeline.
Okay. It's a lot.
Okay. Okay.
Beverly?
Sorry.
It's okay.
You're fine. You're fine. It's a lot to take in. It's a lot to take in.
Okay. What this words or I'm sorry. On the islands, this is from
St. Thomas. Yeah.
Okay.
Right off Little St. James.
Okay.
2 months ago, my husband ditched Viagra and Tadalafil. I thought it would be just another quick night. But my husband's...
Your time. I mean, really, that's for other people to have heard, honestly.
Right.
We're not trying to, I wasn't trying to shake you up, but.
I'm sorry.
No, you're fine.
No, breathe. Take your time. I think she's piecing some things together.
We
as
understand.
well.
That's a lot. That's
yeah. Okay.
This gentleman
Wow.
actually told me earlier today to tell you that he's very sorry that he didn't know more at that time to do more. He said if he would have known more, he would have done more. And he said to be sure and tell you he's sorry. So.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I'm sorry. My brain just kind of stopped working for a second. Okay. That's not words that are helpful right now, but
This wasn't for a gotcha moment or anything like that. It was just for confirmation to everybody that there are people that saw you, people that know your story for a fact. You know, it's not something they're reading, something they're hearing online. It's something they actually visibly saw with their own two eyes.
His voice sounds very familiar. Thank you. That with your voice, that voice, um, is coming back. So I'm sorry about your brother. I'm really sorry about your brother, but um, I'm really happy that you're here today, that you exist today, um, to be able to say something, and not just on my behalf, but on your brother's behalf. Your voice very familiar. I, the man that he just mentioned tried to. We had messages of this man trying to say, "Let me come be your security guard." Um, recently, not even a couple years ago, um, this man teamed up with another person when I called out the Black Panthers, and um, g- hold on. So I'm sorry, my face is really hot. A lot of people know me, and I don't know them because of how high I may have been, how drugs played a big part in where I was, how um, 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 zoning out in the situation. So I'm kind of stuck on you. The man that was mentioned was someone that started to come around once I said, "Here, kitty, kitty," to the Black Panthers, and then um, you okay. I'm sorry that my words are not coming out the way that I want them to right now. I feel like it's not working. Like my brain's not working the way I need to, and my face is really hot. But I'm okay. Um, that's okay. It's that's not okay. But I'm sorry about your brother.
That voicemail
And
was a lot to take in. I understand it was a lot to take in at one time, not knowing. We didn't have that until right before the show, so we couldn't give you a heads up on that. I'm sorry.
no, no, no,
But
no, no.
but
I'm glad that we were all here together to hear
right.
that.
Yeah. And you do. You
That
have a whole family surrounding you right now. We're supporting you. We're here. Um, and it I mean, it could have come at a better time because, it was more confirmation to someone else knows. Um,
the islands, the islands, the if you listen to the what everybody's calling the bonnet video, I tried to explain that there's neighboring islands, there's submarines, there's entrances and exits in the water. There's a whole freeway system under the water. Epstein's Island is a like a like a small box on top of on the land. That's not really the entrance. That there's so many entrance and exits in the water. There's there's those manholes. You know what I'm talking about? Those things on the ground. There's there's neighboring islands. If you look up who owns a submarine, um, Ghislaine Maxwell, Mark Zuckerberg from Facebook. If you look up, they own submarines. They don't just own cars. And I've told people several times that under the ground there's all sorts of transportation, from buses to trains to all the things. Um, I Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. Um,
and,
yeah,
I want to clarify that in our records of the documents that we hold, Shelley did not get custody of you until November of 2011. So that was the end of 2011. So this happened prior to her having custody of you. It was earlier on in 2011. I want to verify that because I do have the document where it shows when you came from CPS to Shelley. And I want to make sure that's very clear, abundantly clear.
Yes. Thank you. I didn't have that date either.
Right. Yeah, it was November 1st, 2011. So
that sounds right. You it matters. Okay, my phone died.
Well, you guys said something about tunnels earlier. Now I haven't witnessed the tunnels that she speak of, but I just kind of, if I could speak on a tunnel system I have seen, I don't know if that'll help. But so when you hear about Allie speaking about tunnels, it does sound very far-fetched, like she just said, like all these things, you know, I guess the submarines, like the, you know, all kinds of form of travel. She said all of these things are happening underground, and that sounds crazy, right? But for me, when she was talking about those things, I correlated it to what I experienced working at Disney World. So I was there for about 5 years, and there is a tunnel system under the Magic Kingdom. And I had to take some of those cars or cargo, whatever that they were driving underground. And so knowing that that exists helped me to understand what she was talking about. Because I'm like, well, I have experienced that. So who's to say that what she's saying, you know, isn't accurate? So that's just something to think about. You know, again, I haven't seen the things that she's seen in tunnels. I didn't see anything crazy when I was working under there, you know, and walking them and, you know, driving under them and things of that nature. But I know that there's a system there. So if there's that, then what's to say about all the rest? That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah, and I know Allie was talking about the tunnels a long time ago, and now there's much more information. You can find footage of tunnels and other places, the places that they've confirmed that she's already said that connect.
Mix cinnamon with oats. Gym trainers don't want you to know this because many say it could help you lose.
Sorry, I forgot what I was going to say.
Well, I did speak with this man prior to the show, and he told me that his brother was the architect that built the temple on St. James, and he said that there were tunnels under Little St. James. So he confirmed. He said that his brother was an architect for, like he said on the voicemail, for Victoria's Secrets, other big brands, and he said that there were tunnels under St. James.
There's more conversations too about deep underground military bases. People were not talking about these things before when Allie was.
Right.
And they were saying it's far-fetched, and now everybody knows.
Right.
And we haven't, you know, even begun to show some of the things that, you know, Beverly and I have gotten. We've had models come forward that were there even at Trump inaugurations, and were showing us footage and things and talking about key individuals which have been spoken about for quite some time now, in the photos and the things that we have. It's pretty scary when you really start to see just how out in front these people are. I mean, these are people that are prominent individuals, that they're out in leadership. These are people that many people sitting here probably watching this program might even kind of see them as icons or as you know, people to admire, and they're not. And it's really incredible just how deep this thing goes. Like I said, it's going to take me some time to go through all of this for sure. The one when, you know, this guy Chris, they contacted us. He's a new one, but Beverly spoke with him for a couple hours. So he's got a lot that he's shown here, even with his email, which I haven't even put on here. But I think that we got a lot of work here to do for sure. And I'm just trying to be careful not to go too far with Allie, especially on. See, some people think that you got to like really go at people. Well, there's different people you go at. There's like, if I got somebody here that is capable of handling that, I'm going at them. But if you're talking about somebody who at any moment you can trigger to have some kind of episode, you got to walk a different path. And honestly, I almost felt like I did that just now.
Oh.
So
Shelly Shelly said that her phone died. They're trying to get it to
okay.
charge.
That's fine.
Yeah, she's okay.
Well, that's cool. Well, but anyway, I think that we're going to be we're going to probably end here tonight. But I think that we need to we're going to keep on doing this. Obviously, it won't be every single program because we have other ones that we get on here. But the more that we bring out, I think that we should come on here, bring more out, present evidence. I plan on actually trying to get some of the giving a chance for some of the opposing people to come on because I'm going to do that. If I've been talking with some of these people, I'll give them a chance to be challenged themselves, and because and honestly, that I think will help with a lot of people who have some kind of thinking we're just on here, not doing what we need to be doing. So,
right.
Hang tight, people. There's a lot of work to be done here. Just these last couple of weeks have been a massive amount of information that's been sent to us, and it's a lot. And you're going to be really surprised at the things that you hear. And we're gonna slowly bring it out. So that's what I plan on doing with it. Beverly's working in the background and everything, and obviously these ladies, they do a great job as well. So we'll be coming back on with some more of this stuff. And like I said, I'm going to give the other people a chance to come on, and then we ask the questions and we interview them. And then some of them don't want to, though. I'm just going to be honest with you. I've talked to them. They want to do it from afar, and then we have this back and forth on programs. But if that's how it wants to be done, that's fine. If that, we'll just continue to present what we have. And that's all we can do, right? Is present what you got. So anyway, I think that's it for me, guys, tonight. That I think that we did a pretty long program tonight, and it's time to get back to work next week. So, but we'll get back at it. I really appreciate Brittany, you and Miracle coming on tonight. It was a real pleasure.
Yeah,
Thank you guys for having us on.
Awesome.
Yes,
Thanks, guys, for coming on. We'll get back with you, have you guys back on, especially when we got some more stuff here. We'll keep you in the loop as well. So
Allie asked if she can come back.
Yeah, let's bring her back on real quick.
Backstage.
Yeah. All right.
Hi, I'm so sorry. My phone died. I'm okay. I'm fine. No, I'm okay. I'm really good. I'm you know what, that it was but I'm okay, and I understand that I'm still human. And it was just kind of like every memory is kind of resurfacing right now, and I'm okay. But I'm happy. I'm very happy. My soul is at peace in a different way. I just can't say thank you enough for seeing me. And for saying, hey, this was wrong, and and it's enough. For those of you who are watching this, who are like, hey, I'm trying my best to come forward. I'm trying my best to say something. I'm trying to find my voice. I'm so happy I'm not a punching bag anymore, or a sex toy, or something of somebody else's evil gain. I'm really happy. I'm thankful. Words, Dustin and Beverly, can't with how thankful I am. I just can't. I'm trying. to put them together right now. It's not coming out. It is not coming out. And I will. You guys know I can talk. Everybody knows I can talk. It's just not working right now, and I'm telling you I'm fine. But I thank you. Thank you is really not enough. I know that y'all have to get back to so many investigations, and there's so much more. And I'm just this much truth, this much proof was something that was so needed, not just for me, but for little me and for other survivors. So I'm thank you. Thank you so much. I know you were ending the show, but I just wanted to tell you I'm okay. Hey, my phone died. I swear.
It's all good.
I was trying to plug it in, and I was like, well, shit. I think that I dipped or something crazy happened. I swear my phone died. I have a few. We all know that. They bring like crazy. I thank you guys so much.
Yeah, we're glad you're good.
Okay, yeah. Okay. Yeah. Woo!
Yeah, so like I said, this is going to be probably like, we're not going to stop until it's done. But what I'm saying is it's going to be a long, drawn out thing, because I'm telling you that there's so much right here in just this one pile. We could probably do like the next few months on everything that we have. And we are. But this has always been, this is, like I said, I kept backing away from it, and God wouldn't let me go away from this.
Thankfully. Thank you.
Yeah, I was, just be honest with you, I didn't want to be that guy, and it's here. So I'm not going away. I believe that we got a lot of fighting to do, and I'm built to where, I mean, I've had enough happen to me. What else can be done unto me? So let's get it done. We got a lot of stuff to talk about. So get everybody back on here soon.
Here we go again.
We'll share more stuff with Brittany and Miracle, so that she's in the loop, and then we can all investigate the matter, because it's going to take every source to get these things. You guys will see things that we don't see. So I think that's very important. So
very, extremely, so important, beyond.
And I do need to say a quick thank you, because there are some secret people that are looking into things, and secret warriors that are sending me stuff like crazy on this, and they're amazing. They're beyond amazing. And I just wanted to say thank you to them, because they're day and night looking into stuff and sending me stuff, and I appreciate them so much.
Thank you to everyone, to the entire team. Thank you for the truth. Like every person that's ever been through something. I know there's some people sitting here like, I'm not a trafficking victim. I didn't go through what you went through. We all have a different hell to pay, but there is the same devil out there all over the place. So for those who have been through something, that have been through some type of pain that they've had to grow from, I hope that this tells you that it's worth it to speak up. It's worth it to fight. It's worth it to have your voice, and it's worth it to know the truth. So, no matter who you are, I thank you for being here tonight, and for the team that's working tirelessly to get the truth out there. You're doing more for victims than anyone has ever done. I don't think people understand what's happening. I'm still like, I don't think people understand what's happening right now. You journalists are being put on notice. Where was everybody? Where was everyone? Why did Dustin and Beverly get this information? And it's only been a month, and they've done all this investigations, and here you go. I'm trying to understand how many people were contacted, how many news outlets were asked to do something and report on it, how many content creators and how many blue check marks were notified and said, do you see this going on in your area? How many social workers, teachers, mandated reporters that had the opportunity to fight for the children? Dustin and Beverly and the entire Truth Be Told team that is behind these investigations have gotten down to the bottom of truth that nobody has even dared to touch. In 31 years of my life, I am pissed, but I'm so happy at the same time. I don't even know what emotion I'm having right now. I don't even know if there's a name to it, but I'm just so stuck on the fact that are we understanding? Are we all here? Is this happening right now? Because I kind of feel like I'm dreaming slightly, but you don't wake me up. But if this is the case, and this many people, just Dustin and Beverly and their team, got down to this much truth and was able to uncover not only a witness from the islands, a witness from teachers, a witness from child protective services, a witness from other victims, where the hell was everybody else? I am just a little bit like, woo, at the same time. It went into shock, and now I'm sweating, and now I'm pissed, but I'm fine. I'm totally fine. And I'm probably yelling. Am I yelling?
Yeah, I think a little bit.
Sorry. I'm sorry. Let me breathe. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. I realized that I heard myself. I'm so sorry. Thank you. I'm happy. I'm really happy. And on behalf of every victim, thank you. I know some people were like, turn the volume down. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. This is great. This is so amazing. And Dustin, as a man in this fight, you are a blessing that you don't even understand. I understand that the women are the creatures that are supposed to protect their children, and so many women have failed so many victims, their own children, so many children, that we are, as women, we are supposed to be the most nurturing creatures to walk this earth, to say, let's protect each other and let's protect the children. That is our job. Okay. So Beverly, as a mama bear, I can't even begin to express for your children, for your child, for your inner children, for you as a mom. Thank you. You, you, people don't understand what's happening here. I think we're all not really on the same page. Dustin, the statistic to society is for men to buy children. The statistic in this life is for men to be the predator. There's been sad excuses of men still preying on my life, on my voice, on my body, and on my soul, trying to destroy me. And Dustin, in the mix of all this, as a father, as a man, thank you for standing up and for doing what real men should be doing. I've had so much of my perception restored because of men like you and the women that surround us. And I can't tell you guys thank you enough. Beverly, before my mama, I didn't even think real women existed. I didn't. I used to tell my mom, I'm like, what's wrong with you? Like, you care. And I didn't think that real women existed because of the examples that I've had in my life. I know that not only you're in the trenches, but you're in the trenches for your own heart and for your kids. Both of you, Dustin, Beverly, Miracle, for your baby, Brittany, for younger you, for the foster babies that you take care of, for the foster kids that you watch out for. Thank you. I don't think people understand the amount of army that's sitting here. Y'all, do you understand what's happening? Thank you. I don't have the words that I need to right now. They'll come out later, I promise. But all I can keep saying is thank you. And I'm going to shut up because I probably won't if I keep talking. I'll start rambling or something because I'm sweating. So, woo, I'm okay.
It's going to be all good.
It's going to be great. It's going to be great. It's going to be great. 2026. I'm already... Thank you, Jesus. Woo, we here. Where was everybody? Well, we're here. Better late than never. So thank you.
Well, I guess that's it, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
We'll be back with you. Got a lot more to show. We'll bring out some other evidence here soon. We got to do some verification in the background. We're going to probably be bringing on some witnesses here soon. We're working with that. I know Beverly is for sure getting that together. So you're going to want to stay in tune. And we'll see where this goes. This is going to go in a big direction. So don't go away. Continue to support this organization by sharing our content. Make sure that it's out there for people to get. Remember, I fight with shadow banning. Been doing that for years now. Make sure that you're also if you can support our sponsors. Our sponsors are important to us because they stick with us, even the things that we report on. There's many places that won't sponsor you when you talk about things. The X is one of those. That's why the algorithms are on there that make you get put to tier 1 because you're not safe for advertisers on that platform. So I'll tell you this is the new thing that all of you need to be saying right now here going forward is in 2026, be dangerous to the narrative. Be dangerous. That's where you need to be. And if you're not a danger to the narrative, you're a part of it.
Yes.
So let's get it done. Let's get it done. With that said, I'm out, guys. Let's run it out for the night. And everybody stay strong because we got a lot of work to do.
Thank you, guys.
All right. Good night, everyone.
Good night.
Good night.